What's going on, everybody? So we are on the way to Cali, and we made the decision. What wheels are on the car? Well, first, more important, which dog did I bring? Come here. Let's sit. Let's show them who came with us. We brought Gordelio. This is Leo's son. He is 1 year old, and this is his second road trip. His first road trip with his dad. So the reason we brought Gordelio is because he's really attached to me. But two, Leo, I've taken Leo everywhere. I've taken him to work. I've taken him on trips. Leo's on autopilot. He's super mellow. I have a lot of trust in him. Gordelio, when he's away from the pack, he's also just like Leo. When he's with the pack, he's a little more rambunctious, but away from the pack, he's just like his dad. That's why we brought him. And this he's a trip. He's sleeping now. I'll take a picture of him later, and I'll put it right here. He's funny. So the wheels that we got. You guys want to know the wheel? I know that's what you want to know. You want to know what wheels did we go with? Let me show you first. I actually recorded this yesterday, so check out the wheels, and then we'll talk about it. So the decision has been made. Did we keep the BBS CHR wheels, or did we put on the OEM Classic wheels? It's right there. Let's open the garage door. There's a car behind me. What wheels are on it? So the wheels that are not on the car are right there. I am intentionally standing where I'm standing so you can't see them yet. I'll show you in just a second. I'm very happy with my choice. Very happy. All I had to do was clean the car. Once I cleaned the car and I cleaned the wheels, I was like, oh, duh. Why didn't I just do that first? So this is actually the first time I've washed this car in this garage. The floor was just nasty from salt and mud and dirt and gravel and everything from under the cars that had dropped down. We were going to clean the floor. I was like, well, no, let's wash the car too. And that way we can clean the whole garage. So we did. And we changed the wheels. The classics. The BBS CHRs came off. Classic wheels are back on the car. I am very happy with this. I think the classic wheels match this car so well because it's black, because it is a modern classic. I think what set it off, and I realized this when I was cleaning them, was the center caps. The colored center caps with these classic wheels is what makes all the difference in the world. I put the BBS cap in there just to see what it looks like, and yeah, that's the difference. But I think these classic wheels in Hyper Silver fit this car extremely well. I think the classic wheels look really, really sharp on this car. Or as my English friends would say, it looks very smart. And I agree, it does look very smart on this car because it's a black car. It's not a metallic black, it's just a, forget the actual name, but it's a deep black. And the color crest with these hyper silver wheel contrasts, they look really good. One thing I did notice, the car actually does sit a little tiny bit lower. And that's to do with the sidewalls on these. Sidewalls on these are a little taller. So, that being said, guess what's for sale? A good set of BBS CHRs. These are 19 by 8.5, 19 by 12. This has a 245 tire on there right now, but you can put a 235. You can probably put other sizes too. 245 fits perfect. It's an absolutely perfect fit. This is sporting a 325 tire, 19-inch. You could put a 315. You can put a 305 on there. You can also put a 335 on there if you really wanted to. I think there's plenty of space to put a wider tire if you wanted to. Let me spin the wheel around so you don't have to flip your head upside down. Offset is right there, 45. 19, this is, what's that? I don't know what the 112 is. I guess that's the model number. 19 by 12. You see the 12 by 19 H2, 45 offset. That's for the rear. For the front, we are talking about a 19 by 8.5 with a 51 offset. Now, if you put these on the 997, you don't need any spacers. If you put them on other cars, I'm not sure. But they fit multiple cars. Just the important things that you know is the lug pattern and the sizes. So hit me up if you want to purchase these wheels with or without tires. Either way, with the tires, it'll probably be cheaper. But the tires have about 7/30 seconds left of tread. They come with 9/30 seconds, so they're not even halfway worn. They are worn down enough that I don't trust them in these kind of conditions. I'd rather have the Continentals. The one thing I didn't go drive with Continentals. You'll see me drive the Continentals tomorrow. But I did not record. I'm sorry, I went driving, I didn't record with Continentals, and I just feel more confident, more comfortable, safer with Continental tires, the way they grip, versus these tires. The reason these tires even exist, thank you to all the Corvette lovers in the world. These tires exist because of the Corvette. Michelin made these tires for the Corvette cult following. Lucky enough for me, that Corvette tire and wheel combo is almost the same for a 997. So I was able to make those tires fit on these wheels. So I went back to the OEM classics. The tires on them are a little bit more worn, yes. The tires weren't really my decision maker. Yes, I do like the Continental tires slightly better. They do roar a little bit more. You can probably hear it right now on the road when the freeway is not really smooth. But I'm actually kind of surprised that they do seem more comfortable than the Michelins. I will say the Michelins, when they were brand new, were really comfortable, and as they started wearing, they became very stiff. Not comfortable, not uncomfortable, but stiff. I'm not knocking them. They're good tires. Actually, in this weather, if you can see around me, it's just rain. There's no snow down here. It's just pure rain. The Michelins would be really good right here, right now. And it's 37 degrees. It's raining. They'd be great. So I decided to go with the OEM Classics because that's what I fell in love with when I saw this car. When I first met this car, that's what I was going to say. When I first saw this car in person and I saw the classic wheels, the car screams modern classic. It really does. And the BBS wheels look really good. Don't get me wrong. I like them, but the BBS wheels, those particular are a copy of the GT3 RS style for a 997. That's one reason I got it. They are 5 lugs. They're not center lock, but the style of them, the width of them, they are very much a close copy to what the GT3 RS in that era wore. The wheels are great. They look amazing, and they will look really good on a lot of other cars too. I kept looking at them back and forth and over and over and over, and it was before I cleaned the car, it was about 50-50. After I washed the car and I cleaned both sets of wheels, the classics looked a lot better. The other part, the big part, what I don't like about the BBS wheels, I'm sorry, they're both BBS. Let me stop saying that. What I don't like about the CHR wheels, cleaning them. Oh my God. If you want to get every spoke, every little every little nook and cranny clean, it takes some work. It is, it's work. You can get them clean every time, and it just takes longer. I can clean all 4 OEM classic wheels in the same amount of time it takes me to clean 1 CHR wheel. So there's that part of it, and that's a real world, first world problems kind of thing. Right now they're in storage. Like I said, they are for sale. If you would like those 19-inch BBS CHRs, hit me up in the comments. You can go to my homepage. If you go to every YouTube channel has a homepage, and there's links in there. You can find my email, I think my phone number's there too. I'm not sure, but my Instagram, my Facebook. So message me. You don't have to just put in the comments. You can message me, reach out to me, and we can get those, and we can work something out. Do not want to ship these overseas. I will ship them overseas if you're willing to pay for them, including Canada. I will ship it to Canada if you're willing to pay for the shipping. Within the U.S., we can do local pickup. I'll ship them anywhere in the U.S. That's not a problem. Just let me know. Do you want the tires, or do you just want just the wheels? Because I can leave it all together, or I can break the tires off and get the tires removed and just sell you the wheels. I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks, so I don't have access to take pictures of them up close or anything. I can tell you they are pretty close to perfect. If you would like a set of 19-inch BBS CHRs, hit me up, let me know. I did take pictures of this car yesterday after I washed the car. And actually I teased you guys with it. The picture with the wheels blocked out was with the OEM Classics already installed. I just blocked out the wheels. So I'm glad I washed the car yesterday. I knew it was going to get dirty today, but I didn't care. I wanted to start my day with a clean, fresh car. So when we woke up this morning, we had another 2 inches of snow. Luckily, it was very wet snow. The temperature was in the 30s, so it didn't freeze up like before. And so it was easy. It was easy to get out of my neighborhood, even though my neighborhood looked pretty white, as you saw at the beginning of this video. And I looked at the route all the way down. I can go to tripcheck.com. It shows me all the cameras on the interstate. Well, not just the interstates, all the roads, major roads in Oregon, but it's specifically the interstate. And so I looked all the way down I-5 into California. It actually gives me a couple of California cameras too. And the roads are pretty clean for today. The only place that is slightly dirty, not dirty, but it has some snow and ice and slush on it probably, is around Mount Shasta and Weed, California. There's a town called Weed, California, if you did not know. So around there's ice on the sides. The road itself looked clean, but I hope by the time I get there, it will still be clean. I intentionally left later than I wanted to, so that I'm passing over the highest point of I-5 through the Cascades in Oregon and into Washington. So I'm passing over that in the afternoon at the warmest time of day. So it's by the time I pass through there, it should be between 37 to 39 degrees. And if the DOT's been doing a really good job. These roads, I'm very shocked at how clean they are. And honestly, I thought I would see more snow, but there was only snow around Portland. Once I got out of the Portland metro area, it was like this. It was just green and brown. Up in it's hard to see the hills because of the clouds and the lower clouds and the fog and everything. But when you do get a glimpse of the hills and the mountains, they are covered in snow. But all the lowlands are clear. I want to say a big shout out and thank you to my buddy Jake. Jake has been sending me messages constantly on. He lives in LA, and he's been sending me messages about the road conditions in California, and I couldn't believe it. They closed a huge section of I-5 in Southern California yesterday. I was shocked, and then I saw some of the video he sent me from this, or a reel he sent me this morning from CHP and around Bakersfield. It's there's snow and ice on the road. I was just like, it's Southern California. They got snow. It's crazy because we are just outside Eugene, and this is where we're going to stop and get some lunch before we start heading up the hill. Stop lunch, get lunch, and fill up our gas tank. We want to be, I'm only at half, but I want to be completely full before we go up the mountain road through the Cascades. Just in case, you come to a stoppage, if you want to have as close to a full tank as possible, so your car can sit there and run, and you don't run out of gas. You keep the heat going. All right, I'll catch up with you guys tonight. All right, so most of the road has been like this. It's been pretty clean most of the way. We're right next to Mount Shasta in Weed, California, and it looks like this. We haven't had any issues driving the 911 in the snow with these tires, even though they're worn. They do have a little slip because they're worn, but they provide a lot of confidence and feedback, so I like them. What do you think of these? Good? Let's go? Yeah, we're going to get out of here before this next storm. You can see that right behind me. There's another cell coming, and it's supposed to bring more snow. So we just need to get past. This is the last mountain pass we need to get until we drop into Redding, and then we are safe from getting stuck on a mountain pass of snow for today. And that's our goal. If we can get to Redding and further south, we are golden. So that's where we're going. So far, so good. Road's been pretty good. We've hit some slushy road, some hard rain, what was the other thing we hit? It was snowing and hailing at one point. But the car has been performing very well, very well. So we're probably a third of the way into our trip. We'll be at the halfway point by tonight. Cordelio? Anything? No? All right. Catch you guys in a bit.